Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. It's day 10 today of the 12 Days of Christmas in July event, which is coming out every day for 12 days in July, the 1st to the 12th of July, and it's a collaboration with Monica aka Paper Mona, who has organised it all. Also Katerina, Create with Katerina, Benita, Under a Pile of Papers, Monica, Crafting with Quilling Lady, myself, Handmade by Shirley, and Mel MGL Paper Crafts. So this comes out every evening for 12 days in July at 6 p.m. UK time. There's also another person who is doing videos. I'll link her in the information, as well as the other collaborators. She is Crafting Diva, and if you can check her channel out as well. And if you do want to take part in this 12 days of Christmas in July, use the hashtag and then you can post it on your social media pages. So it's day 10 and it's a pop out card, so I wasn't sure what to do because I thought I've done a fancy fold and I've done a shaped card and I've done a few other things, obviously, if you've been watching. So I found this lovely papers and ephemera bits that I've had in my stash for ages, and I've used loads of them. I made a folio for a swap I did with somebody, and I've just got these bits left. I have had these for a few years. I don't know if you can still get them on La Blanche's website in Germany. That's where I got them, but they did used to come to some of the TV channels. Don't know if they're still on them. So these are the elements that go along with that, and these were the papers that are left, and they're gorgeous. It's this kind of really nice pink, sort of pink colours and greys, and there's piano music and stuff in it. It's just gorgeous. So I've already prepared so much of it. So this card measures, now let me just get it right because I cut it down because it was a 5x7, so it measures, let's just see, so it's 5, still 5 across the way, but I think it's 6. It's a funny kind of number. 5x6, and then what I did was I folded this front piece in half. So folded that, I scored it 2.5 and folded it back because I'm going to make out my pop out bit, you'll see. I've also got some nice, I think it's rose gold that I've cut. So I've cut all my pieces out. I've got this rose gold, as I say, just to finish it off and give it an extra layer. So what you need is, we'll get to these in a minute. So what you need is, you want to cover your, first of all, I did it without the rose gold, and I thought, no, it doesn't look quite as nice. I just had it this way, like that, and I thought, need something else. So I decided I'd just put a couple of, I think it's actually 1/8 of an inch extra on all the bits of card, and that I think just finishes it off, you'll see. So the pieces of card you'll need for this are, this piece was measuring, so this one measures 4 3/4 by 5 3/4 for this piece inside, and then I just made the mirror card about 1/8 bigger. So we're just going to pop it together and you'll see what I mean in a minute. So if I just pop this down, I don't want to put the shiny mirror card glaring because I'm filming it in the evening. Well, in the evening, quite late tonight. just because I had lots of stuff to do today and didn't really get around to doing it all, but I did some of it. So just so I don't, saying I don't dazzle you, but probably dazzling you now. And then we'll just quickly take that out of the way, and we'll just quickly go over the top, and then that'll take the dazzling factor away. So it's just got a very tiny bit there going round, which is nice. And then I've got 2 pieces for here as well. So as I say, these 2 pieces, so one goes there. I'm not decided if I'll have that one up the way or down the way. So they measure 2 2/8 by 5 3/4, and these are just, as I say, 1/8, slightly bigger, or a couple of 1/8, just slightly bigger than that. So just pop those on. So I hope you've been enjoying the collaboration. I have. I've thoroughly enjoyed me making, you know, thinking of things, designing things, and, you know, just taking part is so much fun. So that's one piece, and then this piece is the same, so just pop that on there. And I mean, the other folks' designs as well, they're just amazing. They're just so good, so inspiring, you know. I really do enjoy it. And thanks to Monica for asking me to get involved. Now, so we're going to just pop, no, we're not going to pop that one on yet actually. I'm going to pop this one on, so I'm not sure of it that way or that way, so we'll not pop on yet. So we've got these 3 pieces, and they've all got their layers as well. So we'll just go ahead and pop these together. So these squares, the white squares, all measure 2 1/4, and I think there's a wee bit there. I'm going to cut that off. That's it, yes. There we go. And these little bits are 2 2/8, and the actual pattern pieces are 2. So here, on this one. Let's get another glue out soon. This one's running out. There we go. I mean, obviously you can make this card any size you want to. You can make it a much bigger card. So let's pop our pieces on. So let me think. I can have it this way. Now, because our card is going to sit, so it's going to sit, these bits are going to sit on here. I'm out of camera shot. Yeah, that bit's going to sit on like that. This bit's, just get that in line there. So that's going to go right up to that tip. And then we're going to put this one just kind of on top at a diagonal. So we're going to have it like that, I think. Or we could have it, well actually that's not the right one for there. This one is going to go, because I don't think we can use the other side. Might go that away. There. And that one, yeah. That one's just going to go there. So it's going to look like that. And then this one is going to have a wee mechanism attached to it. And that's just going to fit just under there. So it looks like that. So I think I've decided that I'm going to, I think I will put it, I don't think I'll put it that way. Let me see what it's because that covers it. So I will do it this way. I'll do it with the pattern, the roses down at the bottom. Right, so that can go on there. It's just got a wee border. And then this one can just go inside. No, I wasn't going to put that on. See, I keep doing that. So I'm just going to pop these pieces on. They are 2 by 2. And they need to go on at a diagonal. Okay. This one. And then put this one on as well. Because I couldn't find, you know, I had, well, apart from these bits of paper, I didn't have any left because I'd used it all. At one point I looked in my cupboard and I remember saying, when am I going to use this? When am I going to use it? And there you go, I've used it. So I did have it in my stash for a long time, but I've used it, so just seeing if that's better that way. Yeah. So what we need to do next, we can just glue that bit on anyway, so we have to decide which looks nicer. So there's that side, or I think that side's actually quite nice. Let's just think so. Or will I do it? Can't decide. Oh, go for that other side. Decisions. Right, and just pop that on there. I haven't dazzled you too much with the mirror card, so that's going to be in there. So before I put this together, and I wanted to show you, I've got some of these really nice little embellishments which I might try and put on. I don't know how many I'll put on. I'm trying to find where I open it. It's actually up here. So I've got all these lovely sort of wee embellishments that you got. And I did actually make somebody a Christmas decoration once with this, as well as the lemon craft. So you get trees, reindeer, you get that ballerina. It's all done on paralysed paper as well. You get snowmen, more kind of ladies dancing with birds in their hands, trees, etc., presents, more florals, stuff like that. So anyway, so where's that piece of paper? So what I need now is I need the mechanism here to go inside. So I am actually just going to get my trimmer, because that's quite raggedy, that edge, for some reason. But I do have I've got new blades, so it shouldn't really be raggedy. So that's that. That's at 3/4 of an inch. So it needs to actually be cut a bit more. So what was that? 1/2 inch, or did I say 3/4? Oh, it's 3/4. There we go. Let's see if we can get that top piece cut as well, and then that'll be straighter. It's still a bit daft. Let me just chop this bit if I can. Right. So for this piece, what we need to do is, hopefully I remember how to do it. So we need to fold it in half, like that, and then we need to fold it, this end into the middle, like that. That end into the middle. So don't ask me what size this was, because it's probably far too big. And we need to just put a small, so let me see. So this measures, probably doesn't need to be this long, but this is measuring at just about 7. So let's just take a bit off. So we've got it at 6 3/4. Okay, and it's 6 3/4 by 1/4 of an inch, and we've scored it here at, what's that, 5 3/4. So we scored it at 5 3/4. We scored it at, well, we're scoring it at 3.5. Just get it in there. Trying to see if that's 3.5. And then this score here, which is, yep, there, that is just under 2. It's not quite 2. Well, it's 2 actually, is that right? Or is that wrong? No, that's wrong. It's here. This bit here, let's see. What the fuck here? So yeah, it's like 1 3/4, just slightly over. So what we want to do is we want to make an extra little flap here so that we can join that together. So if we make just, I don't know what you'd call that, 1/4 of an inch. So if we go like that, and then we're going to just stick that on like that. Okay. I think this is right. I could be wrong. Could be wrong, surely. I've not done this for a bit. It's quite big, that, isn't it? I think that's wrong. Bear with me, I'll be back in a second when I've worked out how to do it. So I've come back, I think I've worked it out. So what I've got here is a piece of, this is just silk and weave. So it measures roughly 1 inch by, so this is a piece that's, so help it pop out by 5 and, what's it, 5 and, fit it in here, 5 3/4. And then I've scored it at 1/4 of an inch, then at 1.5, then at 3 1/4, and then at 4. And then it should just pop round like that, and we should have this, because that needs to go in there. So I'm just going to attach that, but first actually I'm just going to attach this because I was thinking it would hide the working, but it's not going to do that, so that's okay. So sorry about the slight intermission, folks, but I didn't want to be doing it wrong on camera. So we can just pop these bits on first. So let's just we'll just pop this on actually. So it makes it into a kind of rectangle shape. Well, it does like that. Okay. So we just want to, now I'm trying to think how I do actually pop it onto here. So does that bit go on there, I think. Okay, instead here. So these 2 bits, I just want to put a bit of glue on these 2 bits. Let me just get this right because knowing me, I'll get it wrong. So that first wee bit goes down onto the base card, making sure it's behind the fold, and then this bit just comes up, and I can just fold that over at the minute. that. Okay, oh, it didn't stick. Let's see if it'll stick. Should do. Did it stick? No. Maybe the glue, it needs a bit more glue. So I'll just stick that over. That. Okay, and then we want to just, I think I've done it wrong actually. Nope. Right. I see what I've done. So that bit is gonna, I think I've done it right. Could be doing it wrong, you know. That's it. That bit just sticks onto there like that. Actually, I think the whole bit sticks on at the bottom. I think it does. So you can just push that down flat. Like that. Okay. And then that should come up. That's it now. So, oh, that keeps coming off. I don't know why. Let's see if I can put a little bit more glue on. Make it stick. I want it to stick onto there. So let's just hold it down for a few minutes, a few seconds even. Let's see if I can put this big heavy thing over it for a bit. Right, we'll just let that adhere because we can put these front pieces on. So we're just going to use glue down half of this because it's going to go on diagonally like that. Okay, there we go. And then the same with this one, it's going to go on diagonally like that. Let's just make sure we could put it. There's a few ways we could have it. Just keep it that way, I think. So, there we go. That, and then you can see that bit has stuck eventually. So the next thing I want to do is to stick this piece onto here so that so I want it to be, what way do I want it to be? This way? I think I want it to be that way. So I only need a little bit of glue on this tip here, this corner. That, and then that can just sit on there like that. Hopefully come out a bit, make sure it's in line with everything, and then that's your mechanism, your pop out mechanism. So I've got a couple of wee bits I might just stick on. I've got Christmases. I've got Merry Christmas, which I could have there, or I've got Love, Peace and Joy. So let's just cut a few of these off and see which one. Or there's Happy Holidays as well. I don't think we'll be having the snowman one. So there's Merry Christmas or Love, Peace. I think we'll have Merry Christmas, so I'll just pop that onto there and pop that there, just in between. And oh, I don't want that to stick, so yeah, that is the mechanism. That's how it works. Okay, I'm glad it worked eventually. I could put Love, Peace and Joy on there if I wanted as well, which I might do. Just go. It's quite nice. So we've got some extra wee bits. Let's see what we could add. We've got some little roses we could add on as well. Just round and about. This is some berries, isn't it? Got more roses. I have got a nice wee bird, wee robin. Maybe pop him on here at this side, like that. And that's too big. We're not going to use that, I don't think. Let's see what else there is. There's a few quite big ones left. I don't think they're deer or small enough to really put on. There are a few smaller ones, but I don't know. I don't want to overpower it. Let's just put a couple more of these flowers on, and then I think that'll be enough. So just put one there like that, and another one maybe there. Yep, just hide that bit in the middle. And that is my day 10. It's day 10, I'm checking. Pop-out card. So I hope you've enjoyed watching. Please do let me know your thoughts. And please let me know if you think you'd make this. It's actually not too hard apart from the pop-out thing. And sorry that I had to go off and see how I did it. But I got there in the end. So thanks so much for watching, as I say. And please do check out the other people down below. I'll put all their links there. And thank you so much. And I'll see you for day 11 tomorrow. Bye for now.